Hi, you're welcome to another video. This is a continuation of our previous video. So if you have not watched the introductory video, please kindly do so. I'll leave the link in the comment section. All right, so in our previous video, we looked at how to solve simple questions like this and also something like this. So we said that if you're given a simple question like this, what you have to do is that you have to group like terms. And in grouping like terms, what we said you have to do is to make sure that all the letters are on one side of the equal to sign. So we call this, let's say, the left side of the equal to sign, and this should be the right side of the equal to sign. All right, so we have to get rid of these two. And we said in the previous video that if you are the operator connecting them is addition, use the opposite, which is the subtraction. So we have to take away 2 because you want to take away the 2 from this side, so that it comes to this side right here. I mean the right side of the equal to sign. So whatever you do to the left of the equal to sign, do the same thing to the right. And we said that if you do this, these 2 cancels out, so we are left with only x being equal to that's 3. And then at this side too, we can see that we want to get rid of the 3. We want to move it to the other side of the equal to sign. So what we have to do is that we have to add 3 to both sides. Okay, and when we do that, this 3 also goes away and we are left with x to be equal to 10. That's what we solved in the previous video. But in this particular lesson, we are going to look at how to solve questions which involve multiplication. In our previous video, we said that multiplication should always go with division. Division should go with multiplication. That's the inverse of it. So if you are given a question where we have 3x is equal to 15, how do you solve a question like this? First, we have to understand what this means. We said that x is something, it's a certain number. In maths, what we don't know, we use a variable to represent. So this is a variable. So this means 3 times something will give you 15. And if you understand it like this, I'm sure you can even tell the answer even before we start solving. You agree with me that when you multiply 3 by 5, you get 15. Therefore, our variable here is actually having the value of what? 5. But we need to show working. That's the most important thing. That's why we are going through this series of steps. Now, when you have 3 times x, please, in math, we just combine the letter and then the number by first writing the number, then adding the letter to it. So even if you have x times 3, you still write 3x. If you have a times 5, you write 5a. Okay, don't write a5, but write 5a. Even if the letter comes before the number in the multiplication question. Yes, and if you have 2 letters multiplying, like let's say x times y, please just write xy. Or maybe b times a, write ab. The reason why we write a before b is because in the alphabet a comes before what? B. So you can just write ab. All right, so now this means that you're multiplying a certain number by 3 and the result is going to be 15. Now what we do first is that we are grouping like terms. We need to get rid of this 3 because this is a number which is attached to a letter. So we need to get rid of this 3. And to get rid of it, we know that the operator connecting them is division. Therefore, we need to, it's multiplication. So we need to divide both sides by whatever this number is. So just as we did from the introduction, we saw that if you want to get rid of this positive 2, we take away 2. So if you want to get rid of this 3, we divide by 3. Divide this side also by 3. Whatever you do to the left, do the same thing to the right. So 3 divided by 3 is 1. When 3 people share 3 things, everybody will get 1. So that becomes 1. And we can just maintain x here because we don't have to write 1x. So we just write x. Then we bring the equal to 15 divided by 3. If you 3 times what gives you 15, that's the meaning of 15 divided by 3. 3 times what gives you 15. So if we say a multiplication table from 3, 1, 3, you will see that 3 times 5 gives you 15, and that becomes the answer. Or you can decide to share 15 things among 3 people. Okay, you see the answer, each person is going to get 5. That is it. Let's take another example. So let's say you have 4x is equal to 20. First step, group like terms. Because the number which is supposed to move to this side is multiplied with the variable, what we have to do is to divide both sides by what? 4. Divide both sides by 4. Okay, so what do we do next? 4 divided by 4 is 1. Any number divided by the same number is 1. And we don't have to write 1x. So we just repeat the x, because this will just cancel this by 1. So we have just x left, and then we have equal to 20 divided by 4. It means 4 times what gives you 20, or when you share 20 things for 4 people, what everybody gets? That's the meaning of 20 divided by 4. Share 20 things for 4 people, everybody will get 5, because 5 4 is 20. And if we share 20 things for 4 people, everybody will get 5. So that is how you solve questions like this. Okay, so let me give you a try work. So what I'm going to do, let me write that particular questions here. So try. So with the try one, I'll give you 4x being equal to 16 as the first one. I will leave the answer at the end of the video, so you compare it with yours. And as usual, please pause the video as you are learning. You pause the video, then you try them, and you compare it with what I will get to see if you are getting it. So let's say we have also 5x being equal to let me write a bigger number, 60. Then let's say the third one, we have 2x being equal to 24. Okay, so try this one, and I'll see you in the next video.